Sound of wind whistling, then a faint hum, growing slightly louder, accompanied by a soft, almost ethereal chime. It sits there, unassuming, a simple hilt, worn, perhaps a little dusty, nestled amongst forgotten relics in the depths of an ancient castle. For decades, it had been lost to the galaxy, a whisper of a bygone era, a relic of a hero and a villain. But then a quiet hum begins, a subtle vibration that seems to resonate not just through the metal, but through the very fabric of time. A young woman approaches, drawn by an invisible thread, a pull she cannot explain. As her fingers brush its cold surface, a flash of images erupts. A scorching desert, a burning temple, a cloaked figure, a plea for help. This is no mere weapon. This is a story. This is the Skywalker lightsaber. From the moment it first came to life, igniting with that iconic snap hiss of blue energy, this lightsaber was destined for greatness and for profound tragedy. It was crafted by Anakin Skywalker, a young Jedi Padawan of unparalleled talent, a boy who built it with meticulous care and a burgeoning connection to the Force. For Anakin, it was a symbol of his identity as a Jedi, an instrument of justice wielded with youthful conviction. It carved a path through separatist droids, defended the innocent, and stood as a beacon of hope during the Clone Wars. But the tale of Anakin Skywalker, as we know, is one of immense heroism, tragically eclipsed by a descent into darkness. This very lightsaber, so often used to protect, was eventually turned against those he once called friends. On the volcanic plains of Mustafar, its blue blade clashed furiously against the green of his former master, Obi-Wan Kenobi. In that fiery crucible, the lightsaber that represented Anakin's potential, his light, was violently torn from his grasp, falling into the molten rivers below. It was a physical manifestation of his final devastating break from the Jedi, a relic left behind as he was consumed by the persona of Darth Vader. For years, perhaps even decades, it was believed lost, a ghost of what could have been, a stark reminder of a hero's fall. Yet, the Force, in its mysterious ways, has a habit of guiding destinies and retrieving what is lost. Against all odds, this very lightsaber reappeared in the unassuming hands of Obi-Wan Kenobi, who had carried the weight of its history for nearly 2 decades. On a twin-sunned desert planet, a new hope began to stir. With a quiet, almost reverent gesture, Obi-Wan presented it to Anakin's son, Luke. "Your father's lightsaber," he declared. "This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight." For Luke, it was an inheritance, a tangible link to a father he never knew, and a call to a destiny he could scarcely comprehend. He learned with it, trained with it, and eventually wielded it with an earnest determination that mirrored his father's initial purity. The blue blade that once served Anakin in the Republic now served Luke in the Rebellion, striking back against the very empire his father helped to forge. It was a tool of rebellion, a symbol of resistance, and ultimately an instrument of profound personal revelation. In the heart of Cloud City, during an agonizing duel, this same lightsaber again met a terrible fate, falling alongside Luke's severed hand into the abyss, a painful echo of its first fall, but this time in the context of a son learning the truth of his father's dark past. The loss felt final, yet the legacy of hope it represented had already taken root. He forged his own blade, a green one, signifying his own path, but the blue saber's journey was far from over. Decades passed. The galaxy suffered under new shadows. And then, as if by design, the Skywalker Saber, the very same one, found its way into the keeping of Maz Kanata, who understood its profound significance. It wasn't just metal and kyber crystal, it hummed with the echoes of heroism, tragedy, and redemption. And it was there, in her castle, that it called out once more, not to a Skywalker by blood, but to a scavenger from Jakku named Rey. Rey, initially hesitant, felt the saber's pull, a deep, resonant connection to a past that was not her own, yet somehow was. When she finally took it up, she didn't just grasp a weapon, she embraced a burden, a legacy, and a challenge. In the snowy forests of Starkiller Base, she wielded it against Kylo Ren, the grandson of Anakin Skywalker. It was a clash not just of blades, but of destinies, of a fading past attempting to extinguish a burgeoning future. This lightsaber, steeped in the history of the Skywalker line, became Rey's first true instrument in forging her own path, a path that would seek to rebuild what was lost and correct the mistakes of generations. She carried it, nurtured it, and eventually used it to confront her own lineage, to define her own place in the galaxy. The Skywalker Saber became the bridge between the old Jedi Order and a new beginning, held by a scavenger who would choose to carry the name Skywalker not by birth but by deed and by spirit. The journey of this lightsaber, from Anakin to Luke to Rey, is more than just the tale of a relic. It is a powerful, tangible symbol of the passing of a legacy. It has seen both unimaginable heroism and terrible tragedy. It was wielded by a hero who fell to darkness, a son who brought him back to the light, and a scavenger who would forge a new path for the Jedi. This lightsaber is, in essence, a physical manifestation of the entire Skywalker saga. It is a relic that carries the weight of an entire family's history, their triumphs, their failures, their hopes. Its journey is a profound reminder that the tools of the past, even those stained by darkness or lost to despair, can be used to build a new future. That the legacy of hope, of courage, and of the light is not confined to bloodlines or ancient prophecies, but is one that is passed from hand to hand, from generation to generation, chosen by those brave enough to grasp it and wield it with purpose. The Skywalker Saber. A weapon, yes, but so much more. A chronicle of an entire universe, humming with the echoes of destiny. Its story invites us to consider the legacies we inherit, the ones we choose to build, and how the past can always inform, but never fully dictate, the future we forge. What does the journey of this iconic lightsaber mean to you? Is there another object in fiction or history that you feel carries such profound symbolic weight? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through a galaxy far, far away, please consider subscribing or following for more stories that explore the hidden depths of the tales we cherish. Until next time, may the Force be with you.